Hello, this is Jonah Rosenblum, your Record-Courier Postgame Shows. The Garfield G-Men beat the Rootstown Rovers 59-37, a doubly sweet victory for the G-Men as they clinch a shared Portage Trail Conference title. They will split it with Southeast, and they also move on to the Division III district title game, and that will be a rematch against champion with the Golden Flashes beating the G-Men a year ago. But what a game it was today. First of all, I have to say, from an atmosphere perspective, kudos to both sides, kudos to the fans on both sides. Obviously, with COVID-19, a lot of these games haven't been the same. I thought today was one of the best basketball atmospheres that I've been a part of all year long, so kudos to the fans who really brought it all evening long. Great victory for the G-Men. The Rovers tested them again, just like they tested them on February 13th. Obviously, Rootstown knocked off Garfield on February 13th. They really stymied the Garfield offense. Their length and their zone wreaked all sort of havoc against the G-Men. And that was the case in this one as well. The G-Men struggled offensively early. Rootstown took a 17-11 lead. The G-Men had to grit it out. They were able to tie the score at the half, but it was a fight. And they needed a Grace Mills bucket when they were down 17-11. When they were down 19-13, they needed a huge baseline jumper from Madeline Shirky, and then Shirky had another baseline drive where she shoveled a pass to a driving Grace Mills for a floater. Grace Mills then hits a three to tie the score at 20, but there were some really tense moments early on, and that's where don't be fooled by the final score of 59-37. It was a really intense game, especially in the first half, and again, the Rovers were up 6 multiple times. The G-Men were in trouble. What Garfield coach Aaron Gilbert said that he really liked out of his team tonight is he did not see any panic this time. He said it was much better than it was a week and a half ago. The energy in the huddle was really positive. Again, the G-Men were able to tie the game up going into the half, and then in the second half, they just exploded. And the difference, the turnovers, they drastically cut down on their turnovers. They had 10 in the first half, 5 in the second half. And then the shooting percentage went way up. They went from making a third of their shots in the first half to 2/3 of their shots in the second half. They went from hitting 1 of 10 shots from deep in the first half to 5 of 8 from deep in the second half. And you have to credit Madeline Shirky, who I mentioned made a couple of huge shots in the second quarter. She then made all 3 of her shots in the third quarter to finish with 12 points. And Grace Mills. Now, she had 16 points the last time they played the Rovers a week and a half ago, but she was not herself. She was 6 of 21 from the field. She's normally a pretty efficient player. Well, tonight, the senior guard certainly delivered. She was 10 of 15 from the field, 7 of 8 from inside the arc. She was also terrific on the defensive end, a number of steals. A really fantastic game from the senior player. So, again, a huge win for Garfield. The role players stepped up as well. Shirky, Trinity Williamson hit a couple of shots in the second half. Caitlin Lutz hit a layup. Sydney Seaman hit a three-pointer. So Garfield, a nice balanced effort. And for Rootstown, 4 seniors you got to give a ton of credit to. Carly Duvall, Cassidy Smith, Kyle Shapey, Erica Moore. These players played a huge part in lifting this Rovers program up. This Rovers program became a thorn in the side of the G-Men, certainly, and teams all across the Portage Trail Conference. So credit to what those 4 seniors were able to do throughout their time as Rootstown Rovers, and the future is certainly bright. You saw big plays from a freshman guard in Abby White tonight. She had a three-pointer early. You saw Aubrey Klein, a sophomore post who was able to get a putback in the first quarter. The Rovers' future is very bright, and congratulations to the 4 seniors on a wonderful, wonderful career at Rootstown.